Hey Joburg, how are you guys doing? So awesome to see your happy and smiling faces back here once again. Now, I wasn't actually going to make a video today. I was working on some other stuff that wasn't video related anyway. I am now making a video because this morning I got an email that really pissed me off, to say the least. So I got this email, I'm going to read it to you. It goes like this. Hi there, hope you're keeping well. I'm from Red Pepper Pictures in Johannesburg. We are doing a TV show called May Matric Afskit for VIA, DSTV channel 147. And we are looking for photographers that would be willing to come on board with the show in the form of a barter agreement. In exchange for your services, we will give you exposure within the show, the magical exposure. We'll get into this. Basically, we follow 3 girls on the day of their matric farewell, from getting ready to their final dance. So this is a whole day from early morning to late night, sorry. All the girls, 13 schools, have sent us a list of their top 3 most important things. And there are quite a few that rated photographers as part of their top 3. So the photographers are important. Okay, we'll get to this. Therefore, we would like to assist them in arranging photographers to shoot the pictures on the day, which will then form part of this 13-episode show. Would you be willing to consider? Please let me know, then I'll send you more details. Thanks so much, hope to hear from you soon. I'll leave her name out because I'm being nice. So, we've established that this is for DSTV. It's being filmed by Red Pepper. We've established that photographers are important. What haven't we established here? What is the missing link here? The missing link is that they're not willing to pay the photographers. So Red Pepper is getting paid to produce this. DSTV makes money off it, advertising or whatever, however they make their money, but they're making money off this. Who's not making money off this? The photographers who are working for exposure. Now, actually, if I can say anything to you guys, those of you who've been in the game a long time like I have, you'll know that there's no such thing as exposure. Exposure means nothing. What it does is it signals to other people who want your work for free that you're willing to work for free. And that's what you're going to end up doing. You're going to keep working for free because Channel A is going to see you did it for Channel B. Channel B is going to see you did it for Channel C. And it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling like that. Now, I know it is hugely daunting to someone who is just starting out in this industry. You've just bought your first camera, you love photography, you love making images, but it is a daunting industry to get into and you're not quite sure how you're going to make money. How do you approach clients? How do you figure out what you're worth? Because you are worth something. Even when you're just starting out, your images are worth something. Well, that goes for 99.9% of photographers. That 0.1% most probably shouldn't be shooting anyway, but that is a different story. So I've actually written this down. I've made bullet points on this so that I don't go off topic like I always do. So what we're going to do is let me move you over here so I can see my screen. So first off, guys, don't work for free. Your work is worth something. Now, how do you work out what that something is? Well, grab a calculator and follow this. So let's say your monthly expenses are 20 grand a month. That's what you need to pay for food, petrol, car, household expenses, kids' school fees, whatever. That's 20 grand a month, okay. And let's say that you're gonna work 20 days out of that month and you're gonna work 10 hours a day. So if you take your calculator and you work that out, then your hourly rate that you need to make to break even is 100 Rand per hour. Now that's if you're going to work 10 hours a day, 20 days a month. If you're just starting out, there's no chance in hell that you're going to be getting that amount of bookings unless you are seriously good. If you're seriously good, you shouldn't be charging 100 Rand an hour. We'll get there. So let's double that rate to 200 Rand an hour. So that means that you'll be working 5 to 10 hours a day and roughly 10 to 20 days a month. That will then cover your 20,000 Rand a month. But now you're not making money. So you now need to work out what you want to make on top of that. So let's not be silly about this. You have to look at your skill set and then work it out from there. So Perhaps you want to walk away with 10,000 Rand in your pocket at the end of the month and you feel that your work is good enough for that, then by all means, ramp it up, charge 300 bucks an hour. So at 300 bucks an hour, that means you're going to make roughly about 30K a month working on the structure that I just worked out there, which is 10 to 20 days a month at 5 to 10 hours a day. Chances are starting out, you're not going to make that either. But it's a good start. As long as you're covering your basic costs and you're making a little bit on top of that to start saving for better gear, to buy better lenses, to put a website up. Those are all things you need to be a photographer, to be a creative. Let's make this wider. Let's not just talk about photographers. Let's talk about graphic designers. Let's talk about writers. Let's talk about anyone who is creative and freelance. You are worth something. Stop giving your work away for free, guys. Seriously, don't do it. It makes me, nah. Anyway, now you're asking, how do you find the work if you don't go after the exposure thing? You know what exposure is, guys? You die from exposure in winter. And I promise you, when you're starting out, it's winter all the time until you start getting those regular clients. So to quote Casey Neistat,
I'm here. All of my dreams and aspirations are here, and the only thing in between these two is a bunch of work. So tackling that work is a way of moving this needle. That's all the motivation I need.
You need to work harder. You need to hustle. So use the things that you have that don't cost money. Social media, so it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, yes, even LinkedIn, Pinterest. Ask your friends to share your work. Approach potential clients with ideas that you have for their brand, because maybe you come up with something that they haven't thought of yet. You never know. No one ever made money by sitting in the corner being quiet. You need to not be shy. You need to put your work out there. And last thing, seriously, pay attention to this one, guys. Don't work for exposure. End of story. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I just needed to get that off my chest. I will be back to my regular programming very, very soon. Sorry guys, if you have been wondering where my videos have been, I've been taking a little bit of a break to shoot my ballet project. If you haven't seen that, check out the link below to the Urban Points Ballet Photo Project. It's an ongoing project from now moving forward, till whenever I feel like stopping with it. I'm loving shooting it again. So the videos are a little bit more infrequent at the moment as I'm working on that project. I am going to be shooting a behind the scenes of one of those photo shoots very, very soon. I've got a couple more reviews and some more tutorials coming up in the very near future. Now, you have a fantastic day. I will chat to you soon. Cheers, Joe Berg.
Leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.